At the stroke of midnight, singer-songwriter Taylor Swift released her highly anticipated 10th studio album. It's called Midnights, appropriate title. And this morning, fans got their first look at the video for the album's first single, titled Antihero.
For more context and perspective on the singer and her new music, we have Joe Levy here with us in Studio 57. He is the editor-at-large for Billboard, and he also hosts a brand new podcast debuting next week, devoted to the great American songbook called Setting the Standard.
That's
Congrats.
true. That's true. Thank you very much. I'm excited.
I hope that you play a little bit of Taylor Swift during that too.
No, it's more Cole Porter and the Gershwins, but I'm happy to compare Taylor Swift to Cole Porter. Both very clever songwriters.
Okay, good. I like the way you turned that around.
He knows how to read the audience.
Swiftie fan. Okay, so big success already. Less than 12 hours, it hit #1 on the U.S. iTunes sales chart. Many Spotify users also complained of an outage at midnight.
Yeah, there were reports of a bit of an outage. So many of you Swifties were out there. No, you were still asleep. You waited till 5 a.m. So you had clear sailing on Spotify at that point. But there were reports of an outage. So many people flooding to Spotify right at midnight so they could hear the album that the service was interrupted.
I mean, in some ways, a Taylor Swift album is almost guaranteed to be a success, right? Because of all the people who are out there waiting to listen.
When you talk like that, you're going to dial down the enthusiasm, and you're not going to get the reaction that you want. No, it is absolutely guaranteed to be a success, and it is almost sure to be one of the biggest selling, biggest albums of this year. And that's partly because Taylor Swift has become so very good. She's almost written the playbook on how to tease an album, how to release an album, and how to sell an album. One thing she's doing, you can buy 4 different versions of the vinyl of this record. Wow. If you buy all 4, the back pictures on the back cover form a clock. And if that's not good enough, she's also selling the clock on her website.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So she's actually released a lot of music over the last couple of years, right? Was it like 5 albums or something? I didn't actually believe that. I had to read that over and over again.
No, it is amazing. 2 new albums during the pandemic, recorded during the pandemic, and 2 albums re-recording her previous work so that she owns all of the master recordings, all of the rights. And those albums have lots of new material that you could almost say add up to brand new records. So this is album number 5 in the last 2 years.
But so then it's not like people were like waiting, with bated breath to hear from her. Like, but
always waiting.
Yeah,
There's not enough.
No, the amazing thing is, listen, 5 albums in 2 years, we think that's amazing. But that's the pace the Beatles used to be on. It really is. This is when you're that big, when people are that excited for your music, you almost can't put out enough of it. And certainly 5 albums in 2 years, 2 of which we basically already knew all the songs. It's not too much. The fans love it.
Well, on that note, I mean, even with the 13 songs that were on this album, there were 7 bonus songs.
You don't have the deluxe version? Yeah. There are a whole bunch of different deluxe versions. There's the one you can get at Target. And this is what she's so good at.
But this dropped at 3 a.m. It's like she dropped her original album and then said, wait up until 3 a.m. Eastern time.
There are a lot of alerts set on your phone, aren't there? Your Apple Watch is like, Taylor time.
Okay, but that being said, I mean, it is a genius marketing move when it comes down to, let me tease even further and make people wait for more.
Listen, Taylor has grown up with social media. She's the first major pop star who has come of age at the same time as social media platforms. She moves from one to another. She's very good at using social media, both as a marketing tool and for its direct personal connection. How direct? We're talking about a major pop star who once hand-picked fans to hear an album in advance, invited them over to her house, and then baked them cookies. So that's a marketing stunt with a personal touch. Both things are true. She does both at once, and she does them better than anyone else.
So, question, and excuse the pun. She is tailor-made for this type of marketing, right? Beyonce.
It's okay, shake it off. You can shake it off.
It just happens to be a phrase I use regularly, and it works. But Beyonce's another one like that, right? I wonder, because you know this industry. Does that mean that artists who maybe don't fit so well into this sort of social media hustle, is it more challenging for them to promote their product then?
I think that artists would tell you that right now it's extremely challenging, almost no matter who they are, unless they're at a Taylor and Beyonce level. No matter who you are, it is very challenging and continually more challenging as TikTok has become the place where more people discover more new music and interact with music, it becomes more challenging. It's very hard to predict what's going to catch fire on TikTok. Even for Taylor Swift, it can be a little hard to predict that. That algorithm doesn't necessarily work the same as things have in the past. All artists are struggling a bit now. At the superstar level, they struggle less, but everyone would tell you it's harder than it used to be. And for new artists, yes, absolutely, you're right. It is very difficult.
All right. So wait, one more. I know they want us to go. So generally, is this like a stroll through every relationship she's had over the last couple of years?
Oh, come on.
What? She taps into her personal life all the time.
She does and she doesn't. And you don't need to care about that to love these songs. You really don't, because I don't. I'm not super fascinated about, wait, is she talking about her engagement?
Right.
Is she talking about this guy or that guy? There's a bonus song that's supposed to be about John Mayer.
Yeah.
Look, I don't care. I like the songs. And the lyrics work if you don't decipher the clues in that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would be a little afraid if I was John Mayer.
It's just a great listening experience, regardless.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not a Swiftie, but I can say she's a great songwriter. She's a great performer. And yeah, you remember that SNL skit where people just couldn't get Taylor Swift out of their head? Somehow she does it.
That's going to be this weekend.
Joe Levy, thank you very much.
Thank you.